Hi everyone, my name's Tracy and welcome back to another Slimming World weekly weigh-in update. I have lost complete track of what week I'm on. I did take a 12-week countdown in January and that ended last week, but I didn't actually go to all 12 weigh-ins for that. I missed two because of toothache basically, and so technically I think this is week 13, although for weigh-ins it's only week 11. Going by the number of weigh-ins that I've been in. It doesn't matter anyway, really, does it? All that matters is it's now week whatever and I'm still on the Slimming World journey, which I've said before is the longest that I've ever lasted, and at the minute I can't see it ending. I can't see me giving up or throwing in the towel. I'm quite happy to be on Slimming World for as long as I need to be. In last week's video, and I'll pop a card up, I did say I'm undecided as to whether to continue going to class or take an online membership with Slimming World, and I'm still having that debate going on in my head. But what I've decided at the minute is I'm just going to keep going to class and just paying the weekly money at the minute. I don't want to take another 12-week countdown because I don't think I'm going to go for the whole 12 weeks. I don't mean that I'm not going to stay on the Slimming World journey, I just mean the class. Well, I explained everything in last week's video, so just go and have a look at that if you want to know any more. But basically I just still have that argument going on in my head, and I'm just going to keep attending class to keep myself on track until I make a definitive decision about what I'm going to do. And before I get into all the other Slimming World stuff, just a quick update on Rosie, my dog, who'd hurt herself a couple of weeks ago. She's doing so much better. She's walking on the leg. She tries to run and I can't stop her. But it's only a little one. She's only going into the garden at the minute, so it's only a little run. But when she runs, she can't put her weight down on it. So the leg's getting better. There's been no jarring that she had the week previously, and she's a lot more herself. She's definitely back to her normal Rosie, trying to chew the ankles off anyone that comes to the door. And yeah, she's eating fine and everything, she's fine. So that's little Rosie update, quick update. My update this week is, I don't even know where to, I mean, I don't want to keep sounding repetitive, but this week's been okay. I stayed on plan all day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday and Tuesday. Saturday I was on plan all day until we realised that the Hall of Fame ceremony for WrestleMania was actually on live. It's usually not on live, it's usually just recorded and condensed down into 1 hour episode. But it was on live, so Ali wanted to watch it, and Catherine, my sister, wanted to watch it, so we all stayed up to watch it. We never had any snacks. So we had a camembert that we were going to use for the buffet on Sunday night, and we decided to have that. As it turns out, Catherine and Ali both didn't like the camembert. Elizabeth had some of it, but it was basically me and Elizabeth eating one camembert between us and 2 French baguettes. I'm not too bummed that I had that on Saturday instead of Sunday, because I would have had it either way. I would have ate it on Sunday anyway. But what's really quite annoying is I had been on plan all day on Saturday. I'd taken Ali to the football, to meet my dad to go to the football, and then my sister Catherine and I, we went to a shopping centre to just do some mooching, and we didn't really shop. I had things to pick up at Debenhams, and then we had a mooch about, and we went in the Debenhams cafe for a coffee, and they had an offer on where it was like £3.95 for a coffee and a cake, so I got Catherine that. And I was quite hungry, I hadn't eaten in the morning, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll get beans on toast, but then they didn't have wholemeal bread or anything, so I just decided to have a coffee. So I was quite happy with that because I was quite hungry, but I was quite chuffed with myself that I didn't give in to temptation and get the coffee cake, which was only like an extra £1 on top of my coffee anyway. But that wasn't a big deal for me. I'm not a big cake person. It was the fact that I never got any of the savoury food. I could have had a sandwich or a toastie or anything else, soup even. I wasn't sure if the soup would have had oil or whatever it had in it, so I just thought I'm better not. I'll stick to my medium skinny latte for 4.5 cents. And I was actually only at about 9 cents for the day when I had the camembert. But it was bloody good. Bloody good camembert. And like I said, I would have had it on Sunday night anyway, but there was more of us on Sunday night for the buffet, so maybe it would have been spread out between more people and I wouldn't eat so much myself. I mean, camembert. So I had the cheese and the bread on Saturday night, And then on Sunday morning, well, lunchtime, we had a lovely brunch that I spoke about. My grandparents came over. We had a nice family brunch with them, and I stayed on plan for that. I had a roll from a Healthy Extra B with some bacon medallions and tomatoes and scrambled egg made using the milk from a Healthy Extra A. It was only 100 mils or something like that. And then I had some fruit. I had strawberries and grapes on the table. The kids all had pastries and pancakes and syrup and bacon with the fat on and sausages, and I mean, they had a good feast to themselves. But I really enjoyed my brunch. It was really nice. And I had a nap on Sunday afternoon for a couple of hours because we'd been up till 4 o'clock on Sunday morning watching the Hall of Fame ceremony. And then we got up early for my grandparents coming, and then we were going to be watching WrestleMania from 10 o'clock Sunday night until 5 o'clock Sunday morning. It turned out to be more like 5:30, 6 o'clock that we got home. Yeah, so I had a little nap in the afternoon, then I got up and I wasn't hungry, and the kids weren't really too hungry or too fussy, so I just made them a quick bite to eat, like noodles and something on toast. I never had anything until the buffet that night. We had the buffet. If you'd like to see the contents of that buffet, I'll put a card up for the shopping haul from last week because I had all the buffet items there. It was nice. I did enjoy it. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I'd enjoyed the camembert the night before. And I don't think that I did overdo it at the buffet. I only had one plate full and a few slices. I'd got this beautiful garlicky bread thing and I had quite a few slices of that. And that was probably the worst damage that I'd done to myself. And for drink, I just drank zero sugar. I think it was lemon and lime stuff, some cheap stuff from Tesco. I know I said at one point, blow the sins for Sunday night, but I really do want to stick to drinking zero sugar stuff. Even if I am having a treat, eating wise, with drinking, I want to stick to the zero sugar because I've got used to it now, especially the good old Iron Brew sugar free. I think if I had a full fat Iron Brew or a full fat whatever, I would miss the taste too much, and that would tempt me to go back to the full sugar drinks because fizzy drinks are one of my biggest problems for sure. Anyway, I was right back on plan Monday and Tuesday, so all in all, I had some treats, but it wasn't awful. I was still able to get up on Monday morning and start the day right and stayed on plan the whole day. The only thing that concerned me this week with the treats was I normally have them at the start of my week, you know, just after weigh-in. I get weighed in, obviously, on a Wednesday, and then maybe my treats will be Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, mostly Friday night, a takeaway or something. And this was Saturday night and Sunday night, so I was worried that I wouldn't have too much time to pull it back. So I went into weigh-in today, and as you can see, I didn't lose anything this week and my weight still remains at 1 stone, 5 pound loss. I'm kinda okay about that actually. I didn't feel too gutted or anything. I'm just thinking, thank God I haven't put on any weight. That's all I'm thinking. This is probably my worst weigh-in because every weigh-in that I've had, I've lost something, even if it's only half a pound. But to me, I'm not thinking that it's my worst weigh-in. Ali texted me earlier on and he's like, where are you? And I was on the bus and we were texting each other and he's like, how much did you lose? I says, I didn't lose anything, I just maintained. And he's like, oh, that is so bad. And I was like, no, it's not. I didn't put on anything, come on. Plus I ate half a camembert and a buffet. It's not bad at all. I thoroughly deserve not to have lost any weight because I was a bit treat yourself this weekend. So yeah, I'm perfectly happy with that. I was a little bit anxious going into weigh-in today because I've just, since Sunday night, I feel like I've had sausage rolls stuck in my intestine, and it's not that I haven't went to the toilet. I know TMI, but just before anybody thinks it's that, it's not. I have been to the toilet. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I can feel sausage rolls stuck in my intestine. It's not painful. It's just this niggly feeling that I've got something in my side, and I swear it's a sausage roll's got lodged in there. Forgot how to work its way through my digestive tract and it's just decided to chill and stay there. Or it could be that I haven't actually had a lot of speed vegetables this week. Even though I was on plan 5 days out of 7, I really didn't have a lot of speed vegetables. I'm trying to remember what meals we had now. Yeah, last Wednesday, sticky chicken. I did have speed vegetables with that on Thursday. I can't remember what we had on Thursday. I just done the meals of the week video last night as well. Friday we had corn on the cob for veg, and that's not a speed vegetable. And we had salads with our burgers, pardon me, and baked potatoes on Saturday and Monday, but I didn't actually eat a lot of the salad, which I know is really bad, but I just didn't. I ate the burgers and the burger roll. So I think what's going on is my body's needing some roughage. Is that the right word? I'm not talking about poos here, by the way. I'm just talking about a little clearing out of my system because, like I said, I have went to the toilet. That's not an issue. But I think just because I've been eating so good for so long now, my body's just really not loving the bad food. It really isn't. That really should be my wake-up call to give it up for good, but I probably won't because I love the taste of it. That sounds really bad. I know, I am the worst person. Yeah, so I really need to get back on track with getting the speed veg in my diet, because I was doing really well with speed veg and that for the last few weeks anyway, that I remember. It's just sometimes you do actually genuinely forget things like you have to have speed veg in your diet. Well, a third of your plate is meant to be speed veg every meal, and sometimes, well, sometimes it gets freaking boring as hell, and sometimes you just want another type of vegetable. Like I wanted corn on the cob or sweet corn, so even if I've not had a lot of speed veg, I have liked having the veg that I have had. Coming up in this week, I haven't planned to do anything in the Easter holidays apart from like my sister staying in Dumbo, Ali's friends staying, because we're going to win a couple of weeks down to Liverpool to a wrestling convention. Me, my brother and Ali, and Mark's coming with us, but he's not coming to the convention. He's just sharing the drive-in with my brother. And also because I'm on a tight budget, because I'm saving for Florida next year, so I'm trying not to waste money on days out and stuff. They can be such a drain on your bank funds. Does anybody else find that? And Ali's fine with that because we had quite a busy weekend with the WrestleMania things, and then we've had the twins stay in. We're going to see Dumbo. He's got his friends staying this weekend. They've got some big plans for their pocket money and for their sleepover. They're going to put their pocket monies together and they're going to get a chippy. And then they're going to use the change for that and go and get scran. 11-year-olds are hilarious, by the way. Yeah, and then we've actually got a free weekend. There's no football on. We haven't made any plans to go and see my dad or anything. We've got a whole weekend doing nothing, which is quite exciting because very rarely do we have a weekend that we're not doing anything. My whole point about telling you that I've not got any plans for the next week is just to say that the next week should be fine. I should have no reason to come off the Slimming World plan. I should be on track for all 7 days. I'll have all 7 meals on my meals of the week video that goes up on a Wednesday morning. And if I come back here next week with any excuse, I'll freaking beat myself up. One thing that I want to recommend this week for those Nando fans, or even if you're not Nando fans, even if you just want to try something new, Tesco's do the bag and bakes or bacon bags. I can't remember what way it is, but it's by Nando's, and they do the lemon and herb one. I can't remember what other flavours they do. Obviously, they must do a peri peri one. Medium, mild and hot one. Surely they do something peri peri. But I think it was like £1 something for a packet. And it was so freaking nice. I can't even tell you. Like, I thought it'd just be quite dry and a bit lemony and something. It was so close to the Nando's lemon and herb sauce that they have, which is what I get when I go to Nando's. It was really nice. I really, really enjoyed that meal, as did everyone who ate it. I had Mark, Catherine and Ali all had the same as me, and they really enjoyed it as well. So that's definitely going to be a must-have on my monthly shops from now on. I know you can go to Nando's and you can have a plain chicken breast and plain boiled rice and things for 0 cents, but I don't want to go and pay between £10 and £15 it is for a plain chicken breast and boiled rice and a corn on the cob. I don't want to be paying that. So it's nice that I can make my own Nando's style fakeaway at home. So definitely check that out if you're a Nando's fan. It was really nice. They also do the peri peri salt, which is half a tin for 2 tablespoons, which is more than enough for the whole 6 of us that I was feeding. No, 5 of us that I was feeding. So I think that's all I want to talk about this week. There's probably more. I'll always remember stuff once I've stopped recording and started editing. Thank you so much to those people that asked how Rosie was. She's doing fine. Like I said earlier, she's doing great. Also, just wanted to show you what a difference a week makes. Beautiful, beautiful sunshine compared to the snow that I had to endure last week on my way to Slimming World. This is the view from my bedroom window. See those hills there? That's the Pentlands. You can actually see them better in real life from my window than you can on screen. Anyway, that was just a random little weather watch update. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.